Well, this is reality. You only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred. Let your thoughts be free. Let your thoughts be free.
Ford. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the presentation of our nation's colors. Our honor guard this evening, the Texas Veterans of Foreign Wars Color Guard. And now, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome platinum-selling country music artist Carly Pearce. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Will we crown a champion?
Seasonal micro.
Big swing and a miss, 1 and 2. That ball is in the center field. Back goes Briggs. He's at the wall, and it's good. It's good. The High Rollers a walk-off grand slam, and the High Rollers win it. Walk-off grand slam for.
And Piston Omen just might have hit a grand slam. It's gone. And forget about setting the record. The High Rollers say, fuck that business, and they have blown the door open.
Kip Armhorn is going to come in to pitch hit. I have never heard of this man. Does anyone know about this man? Where did he come from? Where did he go? And is he about to be the savior for the High Rollers? He is!
Oh my god!
To the track, to the wall!
What's up?
It's out of here at Kip Armhorn, who I didn't even know was in this league, just gave the High Rollers game 1.
Oh my god. You gotta start this.
Oh no! Bert Barnstormer just got killed, but Miyuki's able to recover and got a mojo up. Oh, he's dead on the floor, but his mojo is a-okay.
Steal, and it's high. It's high. Does it have enough? It does. Vicky Marshall grand slam. Start the runs for the Vikings. It was close. I was not sure. I knew it was high, but
In her very hands. 1-on-2 out here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss there. 0-1.
This is not going to be a one-swing game here at this
A
game.
high fly ball into center field, but here we are in Shaka, and Judd French will make the catch run number 3, and the Vikings are going to play the High Rollers in the Season 7 Super Series. Super Series. I was muted for that entire intro. Here we are, High Rollers and Vikings in the Season 7 Super Series. And Vicky Marshall starts us off with a fly ball in the center, and we're underway here in game number 1. A new champion will be crowned. Will it be tonight or tomorrow? We'll play a minimum of 3 tonight. If the series is in a 3-0 situation, we will play game 4. Otherwise, if it's 2-1, game 4 will be pushed to Wednesday. Judd French going. He is caught stealing by Carlita Beltran. Beltran having a great postseason behind the plate. The acquisition from the Serpents has turned in a great postseason in her rookie year, and he gets rung up there. Flossin goes through a clean first inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Omen, Woolley, and Range due up. Gardner Minshew on the mound for the Vikings. The first 2 we are playing here in Red Rock. Then we go for 3 back at Shaka. Then, if necessary, the final 2 will be back here in Red Rock. Infield single for Piston Omen brings up Wally Woolley. Woolley heading the count 3-0 from Minshew. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to the High Rollers in business here early. Got 2 men aboard. Nobody out here for max range. 1-1 count to Range now. Fastball misses wide, 2-1. And the slider misses. It's 3-1. And that one misses as well, and the bases are loaded for the High Rollers. So far, Minshew hasn't retired anybody, and it's Becky Foe up to bat. The High Rollers could make a statement here early in Game 1 of the Super Series. He finds his own there, 2-1 the count to Foe. Swings through that one, 2-2. Strike three, called! A big first out for Minshew. He rings up Foe on the outside edge, one away. Here's Blind Ollie. Already 20 pitches now for Minshew, though. Something to keep track of. Even if he can limit the damage, this is a grounder to second. Reed goes to second for one. The other Reed back to first. Dragon special! Gardner Minshew gets it out of a jam with the 4-6-3 double play. We'll go to the top of the second scoreless. A huge defensive play turned by the Vikings to leave the High Rollers empty after loading the bases with nobody out. Gage Jeopardy to lead us off here in the top of the second. She's got a full count from Floston. And we go to Kawhi Hatmore. This is a foul ball. This is a high fly ball into center field, but it looks like it's going to stay in the park. Piston Omen makes the catch halfway down the warning track for out number 2. A deep fly ball, and here is Amir Williams. Two 2-1 count to Williams now. Lays off that pitch, call the ball, 3-1. Full count here for Floston. Rounder to second, Wooley's up with it. Throw is in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. We'll go bottom 2. It's Turnpike Beltran and G Baby Evans due up. That's a grounder to short. Riley Reed in time for out number 1. Nice pitch there. 1-1 the count to Beltran. That one misses. Full count here to Beltran. Grounder to second. Reed is able to get there. Spencer this time, and he gets to get D in time for round number 2. And here is Jarius G. Baby Evans. One and 2 the count here. We saw Evans's homage to the season, hitting that walk-off grand slam in the first game of the season for the High Rollers, but he flies out to left here. To the third inning we go here in Game 1 of the Super Series. Still scoreless here as Riley Reed will lead things off for the Vikings. Let's see what we've got here. Riley Reed in the regular season hit .240 on the year, 12 for 50. 1 home run, 7 RBIs. Struck out 9 times, 4 walks. A 1 and 2 count here from Floston. Misses wide, 2 and 2. And the curveball just misses as well. Full count. That one swung on, fouled off. We'll do it again. Lays off that pitch, and it's called ball 4, and Riley Reed will take a walk. First walk given up by Floston here so far. And Spencer Reed puts a charge into this one into left center. Back it goes, and it's gone! Spencer Reed puts the Vikings on top first here in Game 1 of the Super Series. 416 feet into left center, and the Vikings take the lead 2-0. The X Factors of the Vikings, as Isaac liked to call them. Delivering here, and Miyuki puts a good charge in this one in the same area. And long stop with a diving catch. A good play by Longstop to get the first out here of the top of the third. Dribbler to short, takes the cream off the pitcher's mound, but Turnpike stays with it and gets it to range in time for out number 2. Here is Judd French. This man is playing in his 3rd Super Series over the past 4 seasons. He made it with the Bombers in Season 4, then was traded to Retrievers for Season 5, missed in Season 6, but here he is in Season 7, but he grounds that one to Ollie to range in time for out number 3, and the side is retired, but the 2-run shot from Spencer Reed has the Vikings on top here early, 2-0. 9-1-2 do it for the High Rollers. Here is Alex Longstop, hitting .250 on the season, 12 for 48, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs for the number 9 hole, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts. Fouls that one off, and it stays a 1-2 count as he fouls off another. Minshew locked in despite the shaky first inning. And a swing and a miss from Longstop, and he's got a strikeout there. And we go back to the top of the order. Here's Piston Omen. 2K so far for Minshew, who let the bases get loaded before he recorded an out in the first, but didn't allow anyone to come across. 1-2 count here to Omen. Omen flares this one into left. Amir Williams tracking it and will catch it for out number 2. And here is Wally Woolley. Couple of forkballs called strikes, and swings through that one. He rings up Woolley there, and we'll go to the top of the 4th. Fryshek, Deputy, and Kawhi Hatmore do up for the Vikings here as they look to expand upon their 2-0 lead. Let's look at the pitching. Austin Floston during the regular season, a 3.79 ERA, 9 earned off of 21 1/3 innings pitched. A 1.45 ERA as he rings up Fryshek there. 11 strikeouts to 11 walks. Gave up 3 home runs during the regular season. Neutral right now has only had the 1 mistake, and that was to Spencer Reed. And that's the difference in the ballgame so far. 3-1 count here to Gage Deputy. Check swings there, but called a strike, and the count is full. She pops it up. Looks like it's going to stay in play for Carlita, and she'll make the catch for round number 2. Here is Kawhi Hatmore. Hatmore first pitch swinging, but puts it in the stands. Grounds that one to third. Ollie takes off the 1 hop, gets it to range in time for round number 3, and the side is retired. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 2-0. Only 3 hits in this game so far. Seeing ourselves quite the pitching duel here. And Minshew locked in 47 pitches. Facing off against max range here for the 2nd time. That's a 3-0 count to max range. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So leadoff runner aboard for the High Rollers here. And Becky Foe up to bat. Let's see if she can fare a little bit better the 2nd time around. She hits a fly ball into center field. Back it goes. Judd French watches it go over his head. And Becky Foe has tied the game at 2. 441 feet into dead center field. And we've got ourselves a 2-2 ball game. And we are going to bring in Squared into the commentator booth here in just a second. It's a 3-0 count to Ollie. Minshew no longer locked in.
Why is it always Becky Foe?
Because Becky Foe is a boss.
It's always Becky Foe that does everything for the High Rollers when they need a big hit.
How does Squared sound, everyone? And that's a called strike. 3 at the top of the zone. Turnpike gets rung up there. So the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. Still a runner aboard now for Beltran. This one is Riley Reed. A great snag by her, 2 away. Swing and a miss there. 1 and 2 count to Evans. And swing and a miss. Evans gets rung up there, but not before the High Rollers tie things up at 2 apiece thanks to Becky Foe as we go into the top of the 5th.
So how did the Vikings score? I was walking my dog and I came back and it was up 2-0.
The Vikings scored off a 2-run home run from Spencer Reed.
Spencer Reed of all people.
Mm-hmm.
For this series, if you want my totally unbiased take, I would probably say High Rollers in 6. But the SSBO is RNG, so anything can happen. But unbiased take, High Rollers in 6.
Floston back to locked in after he rings up. Oh, that one's off the glove of Turnpike. And Riley Reed will be aboard. And that brings Floston right back down to neutral. And here's the home run hitter himself. In the exact same situation with his sister on first base. Or, I guess we had the debate. It's not his sister. I don't know. And he hits this one into right center. Pisselman can only watch it fall over his head and hit the warning track off the wall. Runner's going to round third, head for home, and that will be a 3-2 lead for the Vikings.
Spencer Reed and co for the Vikings as he gets his 3rd RBI of all people. Spencer Reed.
A good play by Ollie, digging deep for that one. Gets the 2nd out.
The Reeds have been clutch for the Vikings tonight so far.
And a runner in scoring position for Vicky Marshall, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Lots of speed on said runner. Popped up behind home plate. We'll do it again. 2-2 the count. 70 pitches on Floston.
Puppet, you get timed out for that bad joke. Oh, come on.
And Marshall will walk to bring us Judd French. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight. And takes a 2-0 count here from Floston. Runners going. The throw from Beltran not in time. So both runners advance 90 feet. Floston finds his own there. 3-1. Oh, that one's hit hard, but that will be foul. French just a little bit behind that one. And that will be ball 4. French will walk, and the bases will be loaded for Liam Freishak.
He gets timed out for 10 seconds, not banned.
Can Freishak extend the lead here for the Vikings? He's got a 1-1 count. It's that one hard, but that will be foul. That was one right down the heart of the plate. This one's a high fly ball into right. Tracking it is Evans. He's in front of the wall, and he makes the catch for out number 3. That one just stayed in the park, and Evans was able to track it down, and the damage is limited to only 1, but the Vikings do retake the lead 3-2 as we enter the bottom of the 5th.
Anytime the ball is hit to that short right field, especially with that wall, it's always kind of a, oh my God, Spencer Reed, stop. It's always kind of a, oh my God, hold your breath type of thing. It's a very short porch over there, right? But luckily, right at the warning track.
Another 5 feet, and we might have been singing Grand Slam. 3-1 the count to Omen now. And that will be a walk to Omen, so a lot of speed on him. Will now be on first here for Wally Woolley. Minshew had 74 pitches himself, so both starting pitchers. Pitch count, is high. That one's ripped similar to what Judd French did, but foul as well. Swings through that one, 0-2 to Wally Woolley. Doesn't chase there, 1-2. A hard ground ball, that will be through the right side of the infield, just past the diving glove of Deputy. And the High Rollers have 2 aboard, tying run in scoring position here for Max Range. Yet to take a plate appearance so far. He's walked twice tonight. Minshew really hasn't given him a pitch to hit. But he gets one there. Reed grounds it, gets it to Riley. Get to Deputy, another Dragon special for the Vikings. And they shut down the High Rollers once again. To the top of the 6th we go. It's Deputy, Hatmore, and Amir Williams. And in comes Tipsy Reynolds. Floston only goes 5. We'll see what Tipsy can do. 1 pitch, 1 out, it looks like.
Are we getting stinkers Tipsy Reynolds, or are we getting regular season Tipsy Reynolds?
Tipsy Reynolds has, I think, undoubtedly been the MVP of the High Rollers this postseason. She has been absolutely fantastic, as this one's up the middle, just out of the reach of Vic Turnpike, and Hatmore will have himself a single. That will bring up Amir Williams, 0-2 so far today. And he swings at the first pitch to get that one. Oh no! Omen slid forward and missed it, and it rolls all the way to a wall. That's going to score 1, and Amir Williams will have himself an RBI triple, and it's 4-2 Vikings.
Oh, he really went for it. I thought he was. Oh, he went for it. Oh my God, that is huge.
An absolutely
huge.
A mistake you cannot make in the Super Series leads to a run and a runner at third with only 1 out here for Riley Reed.
Cue the horn.
Gets rung up there. A huge strikeout there by Tipsy.
Cue the horn from Price is Right.
Here is Spencer. Apart from the misplay by Omen, he's responsible for all other 3 runs tonight by the Vikings, and he will get walked almost intentionally, it feels like. And they will face Miyuki now.
Is that technically an error? I don't think I would call that an error.
It's not, because he didn't touch it. That's how the game scores it. But I mean,
like
it's honestly an error.
In a practical sense, I don't even think the MLB would make it an error.
So Miyuki up to bat here with runners at the corners, 2 outs. In the 4-2 Vikings lead. He takes a strike there, 1-2 the count. 0-2 for him today. Swing and a miss! Nowhere close on that off speed, and he gets rung up there and will go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 4-2 though now, thanks to Piston Omen as we head to the bottom of the inning.
So good on Tipsy to get out of that with 2 back-to-back strikeouts, and here comes Hot Mike.
And Minshew gets pulled as well, so both teams going to the long relief here early.
I think that's fine. I think, he was at about 80 pitches. I think that's fine. He gave you 5 good innings, and now the long relief hopefully at least gets you 2.
Becky Foe pops this one up into right, shallow right, and Spencer Reed is there for out number 1.
I'm not saying game says extra base hit. I'm just saying what we call it, routine person third at night. He didn't touch the ball, so he just misjudged it.
And Blind Ollie pops out on the first pitch he sees for round number 2, and here's Vic Turnpike. He's 0-2 tonight. Turnpike had himself a pretty good conference finals. He was very instrumental in that win over the Unicorns. He's got a 3-1 count here from Hot Mike. That one finds his own just barely. Grounds this one up the middle. Raid is able to catch up to it. The throw in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Hot Mike. It will go to the top of the 7th, still 4-2. And Turnpike with the mojo down. He's already missed a couple of plays defensively. We'll see how much of an impact that might have here in the last 3 innings.
This is, High Rollers down by 2. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Not really a huge deficit as they can score very quickly. But also on the other side, Vikings, probably the best defensive team in the league. And probably one that has one of the best pitching staffs in the league. So kind of strength versus strength here.
That's a grounder to Woolley. Easy play for him, 2 away.
Like, I think you could say you might. I don't think you could be wrong in saying, like, defensively, strictly defense, they might have the best infield defensively besides first base.
And that's a fly out to Evans for round number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Tipsy, and we'll go to the bottom of the 7th, still 4-2.
Definitely middle infield defensively.
And they will pull in some of their defensive substitutions now. Hefty Weep will take over at third base.
It's early for Hefty Weep, but, you know, up to 9 outs to go. Don't want to take any chances.
Round to the right side. Reed gets it, and Hot Light covers in time. A big first out there.
Yeah, but it's first base. I mean, first base, that's where you stick your worst fielder.
G Baby Evans up. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Fouls that one off. 1-2 the count. Pops this one into right. Vicky Marshall tracking it. And she'll make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25.
Alex Longstock now 0 for 2 so far. This bottom of the high rollers order not really getting things done so far tonight, as he's 0 for 2 as well and has a 2-2 count here against Hot Mike. Pops this one into right center, and Marshall will be there to make the catch. Round number 3, and to the 8th inning we go very quickly here. Still a 4-2 ball game. Heart of the order do it for the Vikings. Here's
6
Gage.
up, 6 down for Hot Mike. Excellent from him out of the pen.
Here is Deputy, probably the last we'll see of her tonight, as she'll probably get pulled for McMaster after this. 0 for 3 so far. And a 2-2 count here from Reynolds. And she gets rung up there.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 17.
A fantastic changeup on that outside corner.
There's another one that Turnpike misses at short. Just seems to be hitting them just past his range.
Nice.
That brings up Amir Williams. He gets credit for the triple, and he hits a high fly ball into deep center field. At the wall is Omen, and he makes the catch for round number 2.
Hit in the deep part of the park, unfortunately.
The deepest part of the park, the back against the wall for Omen, and just has enough room to make the catch. And that's a grounded to second. Woolley is there, and that will do it. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the top of the order for the High Rollers. Piston Omen to lead things off, see if he can atone for his mistake earlier in the game. And there goes Gage Deputy for McMaster, as we've seen just about every time this season.
Now the Vikings probably have their full defensive team out.
And that's a good way to start things. A single up the middle for Piston Omen. He's aboard, leadoff single. The first base runner allowed by Hot Mike here in relief. Faces Wally Woolley now. Runner is going. The throw from Miyuki is in time!
Oh, God.
A huge throw from behind the plate for Miyuki. Guns the runner down, and now it's a 1-2 count to Woolley. He fouls that one off.
I don't disagree with Omen. You know, you got to be aggressive, try to get runners in scoring position, but just Miyuki, that cannon from behind the plate.
And a full count to Woolley, and he gets rung up there! Strike 3 called in the top and outside part of the zone. And here's max range. Two and 1 the count to range here. Swings through that one, 2-2. That's a slow grounder to third. Hefty Weave is up with it and lasers it to first in time for round number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 9th. 8-9-1, do it for the Vikings here as they look to push this lead. Going into the final frame, here's your MVP of the night, Spencer Reed. 2 for 2, home run, a double, 3 RBIs. He's locked in. That falls behind Reynolds, 0-2. And dribbles this one down the first base line. Range will take it himself for round number 1. Mojo boost for Tipsy. She'll be locked in here. Miyuki 0 for 3. Oh, nowhere close to that screwball. And that's another dribbler. This one just short. Turnpike charges in on it, but throws it in the dirt, but Range is able to dig it out. Almost another mistake made by Turnpike, but Range is able to bail him out. And it's out number 2, and Vicky Marshall up to bat. And she falls behind 0-2 to Tipsy. She fouls that one off. Breaks her bat back to Reynolds, and that will do it for the top of the 9th. And we'll go bottom half. High Rollers need 2 to tie, 3 to win, and it's the heart of their order due up here. A combined 1 for 8 tonight, I should say. Foe, the only one hitting a 2-run home run earlier in the game. That tied us up a few innings ago. Hot Mike back to locked in. He's done a good job here in the closing innings. Can he finish off the game for the Vikings and put them up 1-0 in the Super Series? That one's fouled off. A 2-2 count now to Foe. She pops this one up down the first base line. It'll be McMaster making the catch, one away. Here's Blind Ollie. Blind Ollie puts a charge into that one, right center field, and it's gone! Blind Ollie makes it a 1-run game!
Oh my, Blind Ollie again.
An absolute missile, 445 feet, and it's one swing baseball. Hot Mike's no longer locked in, 2 outs to work for here with the High Rollers, still trailing by 1. Turnpike falls behind 0-2. He's tense, has not had a good night. Dribbles this one down the first base line. It's fair, and McMaster will scoop it and step on the bag. 2 away, and here's Carlita Beltran. She will stay in the game, surprisingly. No appearance here from Colton King or Kip Armhorn, surprisingly. And that one's fouled off. An 0-2 count here to Beltran. She grounds this one to short. This could do it. Riley Reed the throw. And off the glove of McMaster! The defensive substitution drops what would have been the final out, and it keeps the game going for the High Rollers. Here is the Kip Armhorn. Holy cow, this got very interesting, very quick. One swing either way. This is a ground to the first. McMaster scoops it up and will take it herself for out number 3. And the Vikings take a deep breath and survive.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Vikings take game 1 4-3. Despite the late error. Oh. That was close. 4 runs off of 7 hits for the Vikings. 3 RBIs from Spencer Reed, and the difference in the game is now the misplay by Piston Omen. If he doesn't slide to try and catch that ball, the run doesn't come home to score. Atmore 2 for 4, and then the bottom of the order, Williams, Reed, and Reed having the majority of the hits. Only Judd French not in that bottom part of the lineup having the hit. Let's see, only 5 hits tonight for the High Rollers, 2 of them being home runs from Foe and Ollie. The only other hits coming from Piston Omen and Wally Woolley. Let's take a look at the pitching. Gardner Minshew with the win here, 2 earned through 5. Rings up 5, but also walks 5. And then Hot Mike with a save, going 4 innings. Only giving up 1 earned run, striking out 1. 2 hits. Floston takes a bit of a hard luck loss, 3 earned through 5. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. And Reynolds goes 4 innings, giving up only 1, striking out 3. Spencer Reed, undoubtedly your MVP, followed by Ollie and Foe. And we'll go into game number 2 here. That is true, Donut Boy. The High Rollers have lost the first game in their last 2 series and have come back in all of them. Now let's see, I'm pretty sure we have Holiday on the mound for Vikings. Yep. And then for the High Rollers, is it Peach Dropkin? Is. All right, game number 2, Peach Dropkin versus Joy Holiday. Tell me what you think, what your thoughts are in this game, Squared.
Just unfortunate for High Rollers. They had that defensive mishap. Like I said, it's great pitching versus overwhelming offense. So High Rollers just got to come out and at least take one so they don't go to Shaka down 0-2.
And Vicky Marshall wastes no time putting that one in the left. Leadoff runner aboard. We've seen back-to-back starts from Peach Dropkin be absolutely awful. Against the Bombers, she gave up home runs against the first 2 batters, and in the Unicorns game, she got absolutely blasted through the first couple innings, but the High Rollers battling back in those games and able to win both of them. A nice play by Dropkin there, gets the squib from French in time to get the first out, but Marshall does advance to second. So we'll see if Dropkin can shake off some of the bad performances so far in this postseason. Here, an important game 2 against the Vikings here. That's a hard hit ball, but Turnpike is there at short. Gets it to range in time for out number 2. So this is our 7th Super Series. So the team who has won game number 1, and that's off the glove of Carlita Beltran, and the runner will advance to third. The winner of the first game of the Super Series has gone on to win, I think, 4 of 6 Super Series. The only 2 that did not win the first game of the Super Series that ended up winning the Super Series were the Serpents in Season 3 and the Bombers last season. Runners now at the corners for Kawhi Hatmore. He turned in a good game in game 1. And they'll bloop this one into right. And the Vikings will put a run up on the board here in the first inning. Runners going for third. Oh, off the glove of Ollie. That might have been a close play. But instead, the runner's safe at third. And the Vikings strike first again here, 1-0. And once again, it's a bad start for Peach Dropkin. The runner's going for second. He is gunned. Hatmore goes down stealing, but still gets credited for the RBI. And the Vikings take a 1-0 lead.
Joy Holiday.
The winners of game 1 are 4 and 6. Are 4 for 6.
So they're 4-2.
4-2, yes. And Holiday starts off the inning with a 4-pitch walk. Has Dropkin done well this season? Well, I will tell you that right here, right now. Peach Dropkin on the season at 3.85 ERA, 9 earned runs through 21 innings pitched. A 1.47 whip, and that's going to be a caught stealing for Kazuo Miyuki. He's gunned down a couple so far in these first couple of games, but another walk issued by Holiday. You swept in season? I think I'm thinking in season 2. It was the Knights in season 2, not you in season 3. That's my bad. Mir Williams not in time at third, but the High Rollers have runners at the corners for Becky Foe. So both starting pitchers struggling here in the first inning. Foe back to the mound, though. Holiday goes to second for 1. Reed to first. Dragon Special! The third one of those the Vikings have turned here tonight and shutting down huge opportunities for the High Rollers with everyone. The Vikings defense coming in huge so far tonight. A slow grounder to Woolley, and that will be an easy first out.
And just the High Rollers not taking advantage, you know, we're able to possibly tie the game, and then now back to the drawing board on their side.
And here is the MVP from game one, Spencer Reed. 2 quick outs though here for Dropkin, and she'll get a third one here. I think she used all of 4 pitches to get out of the second inning as we go bottom half. It'll be Ollie, Turnpike, and Beltran due up. Let's take a peek at what Holiday has done this year. Holiday, a 3.66 ERA, 11 earned from 27 innings pitched, a 1.37 whip, 10 walks to 19 strikeouts, only surrendered 1 home run in the regular season as she rings up Ollie there.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
And that brings up Turnpike.
That's inside. That's low.
Grounded to second. Spencer Reed with the backhand in time for out number 2. And here is Carlita Beltran.
Ball inside.
Grounded to short. Reed knocks it down. The throw in time.
That middle infield, man.
A fantastic play by Riley Reed to send us to the top of the third.
That middle infield is insane.
Oh, Ollie sucks that one up for a number 1. I thought that got by him, but Ollie with a good play there. Brings us back to the top of the order, Vicky Marshall.
That's inside.
And she gets rung up there.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 41.
The first strikeout for Dropkin tonight. She is doing much better than in the starts past, in her past couple of starts. And that one's off her glove. Judd French, though, will have himself an infield single to continue the top of the third here, bringing up Liam Freishak.
Ball, that's low. That's outside.
3-1 the count here to Freishak. Dropkin will check on the runner back in time. And that is ball 4. Freishak will walk to bring up Gage Deputy. 2 aboard here for the Vikings. A chance to extend their lead a bit further here. 2 on, 2 out. And a 2-0 count to Deputy. She's already walked 1. Dropkin very scared of French. He's got good wheels. That one's a grounder to the third. Ollie scoops it up and gets it to first in time for round number 3. And Dropkin gets out of the inning, surrendering nothing. And we'll go to the bottom half. It's Evans, Longstop, and Omen due up for the High Rollers. So far in these games, the margin for error has been almost non-existent. As game 1 was a run differential, we saw one error really be the difference of it, being the Piston Omen error, and seeing the error made by Lacey McMaster also almost costing the game.
That's inside. Ball outside.
Locked in now is Holiday here through 2 1/3. A full count to Longstop. And that is ball 4. Maybe a bit high and inside, and he will take a walk. The third walk issued by Holiday so far tonight. Brings us back to the top of the order, Piston Omen. Fouls that one off, falls behind 0-2. That's a hit ball through the right side of the infield. High Rollers with a couple aboard now here in the bottom of the third. A chance to tie things up here with a base hit. Wally Woolley up to bat.
Runners in scoring position. Heart of the lineup. High Rollers have to do something here.
Ooh. Backs him off the plate. 2-0 to Woolley. And Woolley puts this one into left. That should score at least one as it goes to the wall. Runners rounding third, headed for home, and it's a 1-1 ball game. Wally Woolley ties things up with an RBI double.
Number 89.
A good couple pitches from Holiday. 0-2 to range. He doesn't chase. 1-2. Dribbler back to the mound. Holiday will let the run score, and the High Rollers will take the lead.
I probably would have went for home.
With
He
how
probably still would be able to get that at first.
with how choppy that ball was and how slow she got to it, I'm not sure if she threw it home, they would have gotten the runner tagged in time. This is dangerous as it hit deep into the hole, but the throw from Riley is in time to retire the side, but the High Rollers do plate two and take the lead 2-1 as we go into the top of the fourth.
Number 17.
No, inside.
So many close plays, as Donut Boy said, and margin for error just being an absolute razor's edge. Here tonight, a 2-2 count now to Kawhi Hatmore, and he puts this one down into left. That's going to roll to the wall, and he will have himself a leadoff double.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 21.
This brings up Amir Williams. And Amir Williams goes up the middle. We could have a tie ball game. Runners rounding third, head from home. The throw from Oman. Not going to be in time, and it's tied at 2 apiece.
Now batting,
Easy come, easy go for Peach Dropkin. That's a 3, not a 2. Hard hit ball, but well foul. Here is Riley Reed. Swing and a miss. A huge first out for Dropkin.
now batting, the second baseman, number 9.
And here comes Spencer. And Spencer puts this one up the middle, just out of the reach of Wally Woolley, and he will be aboard. 2 on, only 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Vikings looking to retake the lead. Here's the catcher, Kaizua Miyuki. Miyuki's been solid defensively, but has not gotten on base yet here in the Super Series, and falls behind 2-0 after a nice slider from Dropkin, and takes strike 3 at the knees.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 37.
Just like that, 2 on, 2 out now for Vicky Marshall.
Ball, that's inside.
Be huge if Dropkin got out of this.
That's outside.
Ball's behind 3-0 though,
I give her the green light.
Ball 4.
and that is ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Judd French. Can he come in clutch here in game number 2 of the Super Series with the bases loaded for his team?
Ball, that's outside.
Lays off that one, it's a 1-1 count.
Outside.
Lays off that one wide, 2-1.
Ball.
Inside, 3-1, nowhere to put French. The pitch in the dirt, ball 4, and that will bring home a run, and the Vikings retake the lead.
Third baseman, number 16.
Oh, no.
Run walked in here in the Super Series. Base is still loaded now for Liam Freishak.
Inside.
And a 2-0 count to him. And Freishak deep into center field. Piston Omen is back at the wall. It's gone! Liam Freishak with a grand slam to put the Vikings up 7-2.
Oh my God!
Now batting,
And as Donut Boy said, if Dropkin kept her walks down, it would be fine. But she gets herself into trouble, and Freishak makes her pay. And now High Rollers looking at a 5-run deficit as they bring in Tipsy Reynolds.
That's outside.
Liam Freishak, the former High Roller, nonetheless, came over in the preseason to the Vikings and puts the hurt on his former team. Gage Jeopardy gets rung up there to end the inning, but the Vikings, with a 6th spot in the 4th, lead 7-2.
The third baseman, number 40.
Let's see if Holiday can eat up some more innings. This one is, oh, Gage Jeopardy with a leaping catch for number 1.
Talk smack on her defense.
No, that's inside. That's inside. No, that's high.
3-1 to Turnpike,
Take your base.
and he will take a walk. Here's a tense Carlita Beltran. 0 for 1. Something's going to have to come from this bottom of the order for the High Rollers.
Outside.
This bottom part of the order has been prolific throughout the postseason so far, but so far struggling against the Vikings here in the Super Series. Swings through that one, 2-2.
Ball.
Lays off that one. Full count here to Beltran. She pops it up. Will it stay in play towards the dugout? Miyuki goes, but he makes the catch, round number 2. And here is G. Baby Evans. 1 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th. He flares this one to second. And Spencer Reed is there for out number 3. And we'll jump to the top of the 5th. Hatmore, Williams, and Reed do up for the Vikings as they lead by 5 here. High Rollers already 2 Tipsy Reynolds as once again Peach Dropkin cannot go deep into the game. 2-1 the count to Hatmore. He's 2 for 2 so far today. Already having 2 hits in game number 1, but a soft liner to Vic Turnpike, 1 away. That brings up Amir Williams.
Ball high. Ball high.
Swings through that one, 2-2 the count.
Ball high.
Full count for Tipsy.
Take your base.
And that one just misses low, and that will be a walk for Williams. Brings up Riley Reed.
Number 69.
Hey. No, inside. Nope.
Runners going, and that will be an easy caught stealing for Beltran. Mojo up for her. The second caught stealing she has tonight. Well, I should say in game 2. And swing and a miss. Riley Reed goes down and will go to the bottom of the 5th. 9-1-2, do it for the High Rollers. Some work to do here. They still trail by 5. Facing off against Joy Holiday still. 63 pitches to start the bottom of the 5th, so that pitch count a bit high. See if they can get her out of the game here in this next inning or 2 and get over to Bruce Hot Mike and the rest of that staff in the bullpen. A 3-0 count for Longstop.
I think if you go 5, that's in the postseason. That's all you can ask for. But a leadoff walk does not help your chances.
And that brings us back to the top of the order. Here is Piston Omen.
Number 27.
Ball, that's low.
Let's see, Piston Omen hit 300 on the year. 18 for 60. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. Struck out 13 times, drew 8 walks.
Ball, that's outside.
Has a 2-2 count here against Holiday. Fouls that one off. Grounder through the left side of the infield, and he'll be aboard. High Rollers looking to be in business here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 aboard, nobody out, and here is the man, Wally Woolley. And that will do it for Holiday. They go to Hot Mike now. So High Rollers mission accomplished, chasing Holiday from the game here with no outs in the bottom of the 5th. Boy,
I
pops
agree
this
with
one
that.
up.
I agree with that.
He's out.
And Reed will make the catch, 1 away. A big out there getting Wally Woolley. And that brings up max range. And he goes down swinging. And it's up to Becky Foe not to squander the opportunity. We've gone from 2 on, nobody out to 2 on, 2 out. Becky Foe will hot ground to second. Spencer Reed's there and gets it for out number 3, and the side is retired. The high roller strand, a pair of runners as we go to the 6th. Reed, Miyuki, and Marshall do it for the Vikings here. Tipsy Reynolds back on the mound.
And just the Vikings just making the most out of their opportunities with runners in scoring position, runners on in general, while the high rollers just kind of stagnant. Not the offense that you would expect from them. Score quick, score fast. Like, just the Vikings pitching definitely winning the series so far.
Yeah, I agree. Just the high rollers aren't able to cash in, while the Vikings, the few opportunities they've gotten, they make it count. That's a grounder up the middle under the glove of Wally Woolley. Runner's going to try and go for third. The throw from Omen, not going to be in time. And the Vikings now with runners on the corners. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th looking to push this lead and maybe try and chase Reynolds here early. Throwing her 30th pitch here. That's a nice screwball in the zone. 0-2 to Marshall. Ooh, just misses the bottom of the zone. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Reynolds rings up Marshall and brings us over to Judd French. French first pitch swinging puts this one in the stands down the third base side. Swung on, fouled off. 1-2 the count now to French. Breaks his bat, slow grounder to the third. Ollie can only go to first for 1. For out number 2, the runner from third will score, makes it an 8-2 ball game. So a productive out for French, pushes the lead to 6 now here with 2 outs in the top half of the 6th. And the grand slam hitter pokes one past max range. The runner stays put at third. A good throw in by Evans. Leaves runners at the corners now for Gage. Deputy 0 for 2 with a walk. Tipsy needs to get out of this inning without surrendering any more runs to keep the high rollers breathing in this one. 1-1 the count. This one's in foul territory. Blind Ollie with a diving catch! Blind Ollie delivers the play the high rollers need desperately and gets them out of the inning. And to the bottom of the 6th we go.
And now it's up to the high rollers. They need to just get something going. Any forward momentum at all.
Oh, Spencer Reed sucks that one up though.
Just any sort of forward momentum. They're just stagnant right now. They're not. As just the combination of Holiday and Hot Mike is too strong for them right now.
Vic Turnpike puts one into left center at the wall. It's gone!
There it is.
Just sneaking over the wall. I didn't think that one had quite enough. I thought it was going to be off the top. But Turnpike puts one into the bullpen and makes it 8-3.
That is what they needed right there. But still a long way to go.
Still a long way to go. Brings it back down to 5, and Beltran pops out behind home plate for out number 2 and brings us G. Baby Evans.
But like I have said, this offense is very capable of scoring 6 runs very quickly.
Oh, without a doubt. And Evans is going to poke this one down into center field. He'll have a 2-out single. Some speedy wheels on first here for Alex Longstop. He's walked twice. You know, it's a very similar game so far. You know, if you look at the bullpens beyond the long reliever, I feel like the quality of pitcher definitely drops off for both teams. So If the High Rollers can get past Hot Mike here and limit the damage as Alex locks up, puts this one into right, and that one's a no-doubter and makes it 8-5.
We're striking distance. What did we just say, Whitney? What did we just say?
Definitely not within striking distance.
What did we literally just say?
And still plenty of time. Only 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Hot Mike now tense. That's a dribbler down the third base line. It will stay foul just barely. Omen with a line shot. Deputy snags it for out number 3, but the High Rollers put 3 on the board, make it a 3-run game going into the final 3 innings here of game number 2. Tipsy, though, up to 44 pitches. She's neutral. A long reliever, though, so she has the stamina to last longer, but we'll see if she can keep her wits about her. High Rollers offense finally getting some runs on the board, keeping it, see if she can keep it a 3-run game. 2-2 the count to Hatmore. He's 2 for 3. Swings through that one. Reynolds rings him up there. Amir Williams now 1 for 2. What do you say on average for like a good long reliever? Like, I think they could go like 80, 90 pitches most likely, I think, on really good outings. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Tipsy.
Because they start getting tired at 50, so I would say 60, like 70 max. Because 80, 90, that's a starter, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
I say if they're locked in most of the time, probably 50 max. Or sorry, 60 max, but they start getting tired around 40 or so.
Full count to 0 for 3, Riley Reed. She swings at that one, and Tipsy Reynolds strikes out the side. And to the bottom of the 7th we go.
And Tipsy Reynolds has pitched well.
And here we are, Bruce Hot Mike still 10, starting off the bottom of the 7th. And the heart of the High Rollers order, Wooly due up first here. 1-1 the count.
Hot Mike, like around 40, 50 is when you start seeing the fatigue set in for them.
Grounded to first, Deputy scoops it up, takes it herself for out number 1. Mojo boost for Hot Mike. Important note there, he's no longer tense. Max range 1 for 3. Swings at this one, flies into the center field. Judd French under it. And he will make the catch for out number 2. And here is Becky Foe 0 for 3, but she'll put this one down into center field. Judd French cuts it off nicely, prevents it from being extra bases. But a runner aboard. Here's Blind Dolly, a tense 0 for 3 so far. Not had much luck in this game so far.
No, that's high.
And that one's up the middle. Blind Dolly with a single. Brings us to 1 swing baseball now for Vic Turnpike. And he hit the home run last inning. First pitch swinging, pops it up down the third base line. Liam Freishek straddling and makes the catch for out number 3, and the sigh of relief for the Vikings as they turn it over to the top of the 8th, still 8-5. 8-9-1, do it for them here. Reynolds starting the 8th inning at 60 pitches here against Spencer Reed. 1 for 2 with a walk. 1-1 the count to him. Strike there, 2-2. Misses low, count is full. Strike 3 called, 4 straight strikeouts for Tipsy Reynolds. She's locked in now. I wonder if she might be able to go the rest of the way. Dribbler back to the mound. Reynolds scoops it up and gets it to range in time for out number 2.
I'd say definitely this inning, but not another.
That ends the strikeout streak, but still an amazing last couple of innings for Tipsy Reynolds. There's the velocity starting to waver at 71. This one to the left side of the infield. Ollie scoops up, gets it to range in time for out number 3. Into the bottom of the 8th we go, still 8-5. It's the bottom of the order to up for the High Rollers. They need to come through here in a big way. They've broken through some tonight. It was Alex Longstop with a 2-run home run that brought us to the 8-5 game. He's due up 3rd in this inning. Beltran so far offensively hasn't had a great series and will continue that fact as she will go 0 for 4 here tonight in game 2. Brings up G Baby Evans. Evans first pitch swinging, but that will stay foul. Lays off that one. Grounded to first. Easy play for Deputy. 2 away. And here is Alex Longstop. Hit a 2-run home run last time up. Brought us to the 3-run game. He flares this one to right, but not quite as deep as this last one. And that's caught by Marshall, and it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Hot Mike. And we'll go to the top of the 9th with a 3-run lead for the Vikings. French Freishek and Deputy due up. And Tipsy will get pulled here to start the 9th. In comes Walter Milan. What the?
Oh, that was a weird hop. That was a weird hop.
I feel
like
my
that was the game. I don't know if that was your game, like just freaking out for a minute, but that was a weird hop.
It was a weird hop, and I think my game also dropped a couple of frames there because that was definitely bizarre, but it's a quick first out. Here's the grand slam hitter, Freishek. He will take a 4-pitch walk from Milan to bring up Gage Deputy. Once again, probably the last time we'll see her as she'll get pulled defensively.
Probably the last time we'll see Freishek as well.
Yep, that's true. He'll get pulled for Hefty Weeb as we enter the bottom of the 9th here shortly. Popped up behind home plate, but I don't think Beltran's going to get a chance. 1-2 the count. Runner is going, swing and a miss. The hit and run was on. The throw in time! Strike him out, throw him out, and we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. High Rollers need 3 to tie, 4 to win, and it's the top of the order due up.
And here comes the subs.
McMaster and Weeb.
And Hefty Weeb. You know, I do like how the game does that. I really do like that. At least it's smart enough to do that.
Swings that one, fouls it off. 2-1 the count from Omen. That one's high, 3-1. Ooh, that one finds his own. The count is full. Swing and a miss! Omen swings at ball 4 and 1 away.
And Hot Mike finish it off. Uh-oh.
3-1 to Woolley, and a strike there, full count. But doesn't get lucky the second time around. Ollie lays it off, and will draw a walk.
Do you pull him now?
He stays in the game at 56 pitches, still a neutral mojo. Facing off against Max Range here, 1 on, 1 out, and a 3-1 ball game here in Game 2 of the Super Series. That's a 3-0 count to Range. And that's a 4-pitch walk for Range. He takes first, and it's a 1-swing ball game here for Becky Foe.
Oh, and it's Becky Foe of all people.
And these two have a history. Becky Foe walked off the Vikings back in interplay week. Can a home run here would only tie things up. She puts this one in the center. Judd French is tracking it. He makes the catch, round number 2.
The speed of Judd French out there.
Just able to catch up to that one in time. And blind ollie out the plate. The last chance for the High Rollers here. Joe Butts is going to get put in, trying to get the final out of the game.
Out Paul George. Or Barnstormer. I don't know if Barnstormer is a starter now.
I don't remember offhand. It's a 3-1 count for Ollie. He swings at this one, trending foul, and it will be just foul, and we'll have a full count. The pitch, ball 4, and it's going to be bases loaded for the High Rollers, and here is Vic Turnpike. Once again, one swing of the bat either wins it for the High Rollers or wins it for the Vikings.
That's inside.
And it's a 2-0 count. This one's a 2-right! The Turnpike has walked it off for the High Rollers! The Turnpike with a walk-off grand slam to give the High Rollers game 2!
I'm just gonna put a pin in this one and remember when they were about to win.
A walk-off grand slam with 2 outs, and the High Rollers guarantee us playing tomorrow night.
That right field porch, man. That right field short porch over there.
High Rollers scoring the final 7 runs of the game and coming back from
8-2 down.
8-2 down to win 9-8.
So good game, yeah?
Yeah. Let's see. 9 hits for the Vikings, 8 runs. Liam Freishak, 2 for 3, had the first grand slam, but it wasn't enough. 2 for 4, Hatmore, and hits spread around. 11 strikeouts tonight in game 2 for the Vikings offensively. Riley Reed with a sombrero. And only 3 strikeouts all game for the High Rollers. 5 RBIs for Vic Turnpike. He's your MVP here in game 2. 2 home runs. He started the rally and finished it off. Pitching-wise, Halliday, 2 earned through 4. Hot Mike gets pegged through 5, earned through 4 2/3. And Butts gets the loss, didn't record an out, and gave up the game-winning grand slam. Dropkin, once again, an awful outing for Pete's Dropkin, but the High Rollers managed to win the game. That is 3 straight times they have done that. She gives up 7 through 3 2/3. Reynolds only gives up 1 through 4, and Mellon closes the door, gets the win with 1 inning with a walk and a strikeout.
Very imperative that the High Rollers at least came out the first 2 games with the win, because it's very hard to win in Shaka, especially against the Vikings.
So game 4 will go away, and game 3 will be our final one tonight. Our first one in Shaka as we go 2-3-2.
Excuse me, I have to go feed the dog because she's staring at me.
So let's see, game 3, High Rollers, Bobby Farmhand, and I believe it is Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut. All right, game number 3, our final one of the night. Who will have the 2-1 advantage going into tomorrow? Oh, have to go pick up your girlfriend from the airport. Oh, that's brutal. Just give her money for an Uber. No, just kidding. Don't do that.
Center fielder, number 27.
So here we are now, game 3. We transition over to Sakura. No, Shaka. No. Yeah, Shaka. Well, now I'm confused. Yeah, it's Shaka. Sakura is the Japanese one.
The second baseman, number 3.
Lead off runner aboard. Now here's Wally Woolley. He's got a 2-1 count. Fouls that one off hard, 2-2. That is fouled off. Count is full. Strike three called. Chestnut rings up Wooly there, one away. Have a good night, Donut. Sorry you can't watch the final game here. That's a hard hit ball through the right side of the infield. Max Rangers aboard. The High Rollers here in the top of the first have 2 aboard. Only 1 out here for Becky Foe. She falls behind 0-2 off a nice couple of sliders. Fouls off the next pitch. Two and two now. Chestnut struggling here, about to throw his 20th pitch here of the first inning. That one is going to be over the head of Spencer Reed. That's going to get into the gap, roll all the way to the wall. That will clear the bases, and the High Rollers strike first here in Game 3. Take a 2-0 lead.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
Yeah, you can, Donut. Like, there's an option if you have the Twitch app to just put on audio only. I do that sometimes. That's a deep enough fly ball where the runner from third will tag, and it's a 3-0 lead for the High Rollers here in the first.
Shortstop, number 20.
Fly ball down the left side. Amir Williams is there, and that should end the inning, and it will. But the High Rollers put up 3 here in the top of the first. It'll be Marshall, French, and Freishak due up.
The right fielder, number 37.
Up the middle, that's a leadoff single for Vicky Marshall.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 41.
Judd French bloops one over third base, and the Vikings are in business as well. 2 aboard only, and nobody out. Here is Liam Freishak.
Number 60.
That's inside. Nope. Steve Wright.
2-1 the count. That one misses. 3-1. Ooh, that one just clips the zone. The count is full. Popped up into right center. And that'll be caught by Evans. 1 away. Runner is going to tag. Throw doesn't get there in time, and Marshall is safe at third. Brings up Gage Deputy with runners now at the corners. First pitch swinging puts this one into right. Evans will be under it, making the catch. Too shallow of a hit, and runners stay put. No opportunity to tag, and that brings up Kawhi Hatmore now.
Number 17.
That's high.
Swing and a miss! Hatmore gets rung up, and Farmhand gets out of the inning. He gets out of the jam and will go top 2, 3-0 still in favor of the Rollers.
Number 36.
Steve Wright.
Beltran chops this in front of the plate, and it will be a quick first out.
Right fielder, number 1.
Down the third base line, Freishak scoops it up, and that's in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25.
All inside. Nope, that's low.
And strike three called. And we'll go to the bottom of the second.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 21.
Nope, that's high. Ball low.
Popped up behind home plate. 2-1 the count to Williams. That's a hard hit ball off the glove of Ollie Woolley. And the runner will be aboard.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 69.
Runners going, and that's going to be an easy caught stealing. Another one for Beltran. The Vikings, I don't think, have successfully stolen a base here tonight. That's out number 2.
The second baseman, number 9.
Be right. Ball high. Be right. That's low.
2-2 the count to Reed. Reed slaps one into right, but Evans is there to make the catch for out number 3. And the side is retired. Will go top half. Still 3-0 in favor of the High Rollers.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 27.
Be right.
All right, ball, but Deputy scoops it up. Will take it herself for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3.
That's down.
That one will be foul. Popped up. Under it is Freischak. And that will be caught for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
Steve Wright.
That's a hard hit ball into center. Judd French slides for it, and he comes up empty, much like Piston Omen did. Max Range has some wheels. He's rounding second, going for third. French finally up with it, throws it in, and Max Range will stay at third with a triple, a 2-out triple.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4.
And here's Becky Foe. She cleared the bases earlier with a 2-run triple, and then later scored on a sacrifice fly, giving us the 3-0 advantage for the High Rollers.
Be right.
She pops this one down into right, foul territory, but Marshall will make the catch for out number 3. Whoa. And the side is retired. We'll go bottom half.
Now batting, the catcher, number 45.
Nope, that's inside.
Swing and miss there. 1-2 the count to Miyuki.
Ball inside.
Popped up into left. Be caught by Longstop.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 37.
Be right. Nope, high. Steve Wright.
That's grounded to range, and he'll take it himself for round number 2.
Now batting,
And that brings up Judd French.
fielder, number 41.
Be right.
And French grounds this to short. Turnpike up with it in time for round number 3, and the side is retired. We'll go top of the 4th. Still 3-0 ball game. Ollie, Turnpike, and Beltran due up.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
Chestnut bouncing back from the first inning after giving up those 3 earned runs.
Nope, that's outside.
2-1 the count here to Blind Ollie.
That's high. Take a base.
And that will be a leadoff walk,
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
which brings up the hero of Game 2, Vic Turnpike.
Nope, that's
Hitting 2 home runs, one of them being the walk-off grand slam. This is fouled back. Grounded to second. Spencer goes to second for one. Reed back to first. Dragon special.
The catcher, number 36.
That's inside.
2-1 the count to Beltran. Strike called 2-2. Popped up, but it looks like it's going to sneak out of play.
All right, what'd I miss?
You missed first inning where the High Rollers scored 3. Becky Tho hit a bases clearing double and then, or actually bases clearing triple and then scored on a sacrifice fly. And that's basically been all the offense.
You say triple and shaka? No.
Back to the mound. Chestnut gets it to Deputy in time for out number 3 and will go bottom 4, still 3-0. Frycheck, Deputy, and Hatmore due up.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 16.
Steve Wright.
Farmhand locked in through a pretty clean 3 innings, only 3 hits allowed and a strikeout. Pitch count pretty clean too. This one's up the middle though. Liam Frycheck with a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Gage Deputy has been a bat that's been pretty silent the first 2 games. If the Vikings really want to win this Super Series, she needs to turn it on offensively. 1-2 the count now. Fouls that one off. One runs inside, 2-2 off the off speed. Strike 3 called on the outside zone.
Now batting,
Farhand puts one on the outside edge, gets the call, and that puts one away. His second strikeout of the evening. Quay Hatmore into right center. Tracking that one is Evans. He makes the catch for out number 2. The speed of Evans was able to track that one down.
now batting, the left fielder, number 21.
Steve Wright.
Shaka, anything in the gap is scary, to say the least.
If Evans was even 2 or 3 points slower, I don't think he catches up to that one. And the Vikings probably find themselves on the board, but instead, it's 2 outs with a runner on, and Amir Williams puts this one into left, and it's a easy catch for Alex Lonsop, and the side is retired. And to the 5th we go, 3-0, still the score, 9-1-2. Do it for the High Rollers.
The left fielder, number 25.
Nope, that's low. Nope, that's high. Nope, high.
It's a 3-0 count to long stop. Fouls that one off. That one finds his own. The count is full. And he puts that one up the middle. Leadoff single for Alex Longstop.
Now batting, the center fielder.
It seems like now the High Roller bats may have waken up a little bit after walking off last game.
Yeah, they have 6 hits tonight. Only 3 runs to show for it. The Vikings defense still proving to be pretty stout. Another walk given up by Chestnut puts Ullman aboard.
The second baseman,
And an opportunity here for the High Rollers as Chestnut will get pulled. Here comes Bruce Hotmike once again. High Rollers with 2 on. Nobody out here to start the top of the 5th. And already in the Vikings bullpen. And that's up the middle under the glove of Spencer Reed. And a run will come home to score. Makes it 4-0 High Rollers.
the first baseman, number 89.
And that's a grounder. Riley Reed's able to scoop it up. The throw will be in time. A good first out there. A good play by Riley to to scoop that one out of deep into the gap.
Steve right.
1-2, the count to Becky Foe.
Off the plate.
Swing and a miss! Foe gets rung up there.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
Steve right. That's outside. That's high. All outside.
3-1, the count to Ollie. Called strike 2. Count is full. Swing and a miss! Bruce Hot Mike gets strikeouts of Becky Foe and blind Ollie to end the inning, but the High Rollers go up 4-0.
Number 69.
We do indeed have a series here. And of all the pitching that the High Rollers have had so far this series, the one that has locked down the Vikings the most here is Bobby Farmhand, which is very surprising.
Of all people.
Now batting, the catcher, number 45.
Locked in through 4 2/3, only 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a pitch count that is very, very strong at 62 here with 2 outs in the 5th. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Farmhand as we go to the top of the 6th. 4-0 lead for the High Rollers. 6, 7, 8 due up for them here.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
That's inside. Off the plate. Nope. Inside. Nope. Good place.
Now batting, the catcher, number 36.
Steve right.
Leadoff walk given up by Hot Mike brings up Beltran.
Nope. That's inside.
She pops this one into right. Under it is Marshall. And she'll make the catch round number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1.
This one, Spencer Reed with another amazing play for him.
Fielder, number 25.
Steve right. Steve right. Off the plate.
That's back to Hot Mike, and that will finish the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, still 4-0. Top of the order do it for the Vikings. They've got to get something going offensively here.
Fielder, number 37.
Now the Vikings kind of in the same spot the High Rollers were in game 2. They're just stagnant on offense.
Yes.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Farmhand putting up an absolute gym. On the season, Farmhand, as this one is poked into right. That is out of the reach of Evans. That's going to rattle around a bit.
Triple?
Runner is going for triple, and they will be easy without a play. So the Vikings with the biggest threat they've had here in a couple of innings. Farmhand on the season, a 5.29 ERA, 10 earned runs off of 17 innings pitched, a 1.29 whip. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 3 home runs surrendered.
Desperately need this run.
Vikings do
Desperately.
need this run. See if that might knock Farmhand out of locked in. Grounded to short. Turnpike up with it. The run will come home to score. Turnpike cared about the out more than the run and stands to reason with a 4-run lead. The You get the outs here later in the game, makes it 4-1 with 2 outs now in the 6th.
Any out you get is one step closer to another one. Now it feels 3-0, and I don't know. Maybe I'd be playing halfway.
Strike 3 called very high in the zone, and Deputy is rung up, and the 6th inning is over. Top of the 7th we go. Top of the order. Do it for the High Rollers. Piston Omen 1 for 2 here in game number 3. Hot Mike on the mound here to start the 7th. 2 innings.
Call. The friendly call of the strike.
Round of the 2nd. Spencer up with it in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3.
Hard grounder. Deputy is able to backhand it, and she'll take it herself for out number 2.
Now batting,
And that brings up Max Range, a triple and a single so far for him tonight. That's one of the harder parts of a cycle, but he flies this one into deep center field here in Shaka. And it won't even make it to the warning track as Judd French makes the catch for out number 3. To the bottom of the 7th we go. Vikings trailing by 3 here. 5, 6, 7 do it for them.
the designated hitter, number
Farmhand still locked in. The pitch count
Ball inside.
raising up a bit here as he's at 85 now. But the High Rollers winning the battle of starting pitchers, the longest starter I think that has gone so far here in the Super Series, and still have Tipsy Reynolds at full capacity here late in this one. Amir Williams puts a good charge in this one into right, but Jarius Evans able to catch up to that one again. Evans, his speed has been a big factor here in this one, has got caught up to a couple of good hits for the Vikings in the gap. Riley Reed puts one into center, but an easy play there for Piston Omen, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the High Rollers as we go to the top of the 8th. Still a 3-run game. Foe, Ollie, and Turnpike do it for the High Rollers.
designated hitter, number 4.
Becky Foe into center. Deep it goes. Judd French tracking it off the top of the wall. And Foe will have herself a leadoff triple.
Now batting, the third baseman,
High Rollers primed to get the run back here. Here's Blind Ollie. He fouls that one off. And that's called strike 2. A nice slider. Oh man, that one was close to the bag, but still foul. And that will do it. That's a bomber special, and that will score the run. 5-1 High Rollers.
And just from the looks of it, the Vikings are... The High Rollers are playing Shaka much better than the Vikings are right now. And
Without
the
a
Vikings
doubt.
getting unlucky hits in the gap, like that one to G-Baby Evans, that one just curved back into G-Baby Evans. And
That will be an easy 4-6-3 double play
now batting, the catcher, number
to get 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And this one's grounded to short. Riley up with it in time for round number 3, but the High Rollers get the run back, push it back to a 4-run lead going to the bottom of the 8th. 8-9-1 do it for them here.
now batting, the second baseman, number 9.
Outside.
Oh, Max
Oh.
Range!
Now batting,
Max Range robs a leadoff hit from Spencer Reed, one away. An absolute suck glove on that one. He went 10 feet over his head, I feel. And Farmhand rings up Miyuki 2 away.
where did this come from? From Bobby Farmhand.
An absolute magnificent performance from him as he goes 7 2/3, only giving up 1 earned. And Tipsy Reynolds gets the final out of the 8th, and we'll go to the top of the 9th, 5-1 still. Evans, long stop, and Omen do it for the High Rollers. Evans swings at the first pitch. Hot Mike scoops it up, flips it to Deputy in time, one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25.
And that's to first. Deputy will step on the back herself, 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 27.
That's inside. Oh, that's inside. Steve Wright.
Popped up into left. Williams is there. And that'll be caught for out number 3. And to the bottom of the 9th we go. Vikings need a grand slam of their own as they trail by 4 here. Into the final 3 outs. Judd French to lead things off. He's got a triple and a single today. Or I should say here in game 3. But a mountain to climb here facing off against Tipsy Reynolds. Grounded to third, Ollie up with it, the throw in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Blazers, thank you for the sub. Prime. Just Bobby Farmhand, what a start from him.
Absolutely.
Probably the first starting pitcher to go past 5.
Yeah, absolute masterpiece from him. And Gage Deputy, the last chance for the Vikings here in game 3, and she flares it to Turnpike, who makes the catch for out number 3, and the High Rollers take game 3 5-1, the easiest game so far of the night. They took the lead right off the bat and never looked back, taking it 5-1, and they'll take a 2-1 series lead going into tomorrow night.
Very take care of business like for High Rollers. Came in, used Shaka to their advantage, played well. Great start by Bobby Farmhand of all people. And just Vikings, no answer on the offensive side for Farmhand.
5 runs off of 9 hits for the High Rollers. Pair of hits from Range and Foe. Foe had 2 RBIs, as did Blind Ollie. Only 1 run off of 5 hits for the Vikings. 2 hits from French. Other ones coming from Marshall, Liam Freishak, and Amir Williams. Farmhand gets the win and probably the MVP of the game. 1 earned through 7 2/3, and Reynolds shutting out the rest. Joey Chestnut 4 earned through 4, and then Hot Mike 1 earned through 5. The MVP is Foe, Farmhand, and Blind Ollie. Well, that will do us for tonight. High Rollers with the cardiac win in game 2 with the walk-off grand slam, and the easy win in game 3 has them with a 2-1 series advantage going into the final night of season 7. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Squared, thank you for hopping on the call. I will see you all tomorrow night for the finale of season 7. But have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow.